CTV News at 5 with Hudson Mack.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. Hudson Mack is off tonight. If you're under the age of 18 and looking to get a little color, your best option is now your only option. Go outside. The province is taking the Capital Regional District's lead in banning people under 18 from indoor tanning. The bylaw has been in place in the CRD for more than a year, but now the province says it's slapping the rule on tanning salons across BC. CTV's Stephen Andrew has the story.
It's the sound of high-intensity ultraviolet light. With enough exposure,
I don't see the problem with doing it every once in a while.
And the right lotion,
How about Rio for you?
it can give you a glistening glow. And health officials say it can also increase your risk of cancer. The provincial government believes indoor tanning before the age of 35 raises the risk of melanoma by 75%. A new government report breaks down the effects even further.
1 in 3 British Columbians will be directly impacted by cancer.
And if you're young, the risks can even be greater. It's why the province is revealing its new plan. British Columbia is banning tanning beds for teenagers under the age of 18.
The best way to be cancer-free, stop cancer before it even starts.
The Capital Regional District already knew that. It's why more than a year ago, the CRD introduced its own tanning bylaw. BC is the second province after Nova Scotia to ban children and teenagers from using commercial tanning beds.
It's the type of action that this province is to be commended for, and I put it in the same category as the action they took when they banned smoking in cars for children and youth.
The provincial government's law allows teens with medical reasons to use the beds with a prescription.
We allow parents to make that decision for their youth every day in the summertime when they go outside and partake in outdoor activities and when they go on sunny vacations, and we have now taken that right away from them.
Prior to the CRD's bylaw, Woodhead says she required parental consent.
We were wondering if you would like some sunscreen.
But even teenagers argued that was not enough.
The youth of the region spoke very eloquently as to the need for this type of legislation to.
And today, those same teens are applauding the province.
If the province, and especially the health minister, was willing to make an announcement like this, that regulation is necessary, and even furthermore that a full ban and that parental consent is not enough, that gives a very strong message that tanning isn't a healthy habit.
Cabana Tan says roughly 5% of its business came from people under the age of 18.
I know for certain that this was not the first choice of the tanning industry.
But with the risks involved, health officials believe it is crucial to turn off the light now.
And Stephen Andrew joins us live with more on the story. Stephen, we know the ban's coming, but is there any indication tonight as to when?
Well, Joe, the province is amending the Health Act, and as we could see, the ban is early in place as this fall. Now, this is the second major health initiative that Dr. Richard Stanwick has led. The first was a ban on smoking in restaurants and bars across the Capital Regional District, which was later picked up across the entire province. And now this ban on tanning for those under 18. In both cases, the government looked at the statistics, and as Dr. Stanwick says, the health minister has an obligation to protect the health and safety of British Columbians, and that is exactly what he did today with this move to ban tanning.
All right, thanks, Stephen.
You're welcome.